Hello all, in this video we're going to go ahead and review how to be able to find our x and y intercepts from an equation. So just to review, an x-intercept is any point where a graph intersects the x-axis. We refer to that as an x-intercept. So if I had a point that passed through the x-axis right here, this would be at x comma 0 for the ordered pair. If I had a graph that passed over here on the x-axis, it'd be negative x comma 0. But the big takeaway here is that the y-coordinate for each of these are both 0. Now your y-intercept would be anywhere a graph intersects the y-axis. So if a graph intersects the y-axis up here, that would be at 0 comma y. And then if it were to intersect anywhere down here, it would be at 0 comma negative y. So the big takeaway here is that all y-intercepts have an x-coordinate of 0. I'm going to be able to use this information to help me calculate out my x and y-intercept within this equation. So my x-intercept, if I want to find my x-intercept for this equation, I have to replace the y value with 0. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take my equation and I'm going to substitute y for 0. So 2x minus 5 times 0 equals 20. Now I'm going to go ahead and start solving for x. Negative 5 times 0 is canceled, leaving me just 2x equals 20. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 10. So my x-intercept for this equation is going to be at 10 comma 0. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at how to find my y-intercept. So for my y-intercept, I'm going to go ahead this time, I'm going to go ahead and now replace x with 0 because all y-intercepts, the x-coordinate is 0. So I'm going to go ahead and substitute or replace x with 0. So 2 times 0 minus 5y equals 20. 2 times 0 will cancel, leaving me negative 5y equals 20. Now I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 5. Y will equal 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. So that means my y-intercept is going to be 0 comma negative 4. Now, if I had a follow-up question to this, I could plot both of those points on a graph, and I could graph with this information. So this is going to be just kind of a rough sketch of my graph, but 0, negative 4 will fall somewhere around here. So 0, negative 4. 10, 0 will fall somewhere around here. So if I were to connect those two, that would be enough information for me to be able to graph a linear function as well with this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give one more example here. If you want to pause the video and try it yourself, you're more than welcome to. If you want to see another example, just stay with me. So let's go and take a look at one more example. So we're going to take a look at y equals 3x minus 15. Okay, so I'm going to calculate out my x-intercept first. So my x-intercept is going to be where y equals 0. So I'm going to go ahead and now substitute y for 0 back into my equation. So 0 equals 3x minus 15, and now I'm going to go ahead and solve for x. I'm going to go ahead and add 15 to both sides to get 15 equals 3x, and now divide both sides by 3, x equals 5. So that means my x-intercept is at 5 comma 0 as an ordered pair. Now, let's go ahead and calculate out my y-intercept. So my y-intercept, I'm going to go ahead and this time instead of replacing y with 0, for a y-intercept, I need to go ahead and replace x with 0. So in my equation, I'm going to go ahead and substitute or replace x with 0. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Y equals 3 times 0 minus 15. 3 times 0 will cancel, leaving you 0 minus 15. 0 minus 15 is negative 15. Oop, negative 15. So that means my ordered pair for my y-intercept is at 0, comma, negative 15. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video where we were able to calculate out the x and y intercepts and have a sound strategy to be able to use those points to also graph on the coordinate plane.